sometimes you just need a little bit of a reset in life. Recently, I made a video talking about how I was feeling a little bit off energy wise, and it was both kind of impacting my day to day life, my personal life, and also what I do here on YouTube. And I guess, wanted to make a little bit of a follow up to that because, first off, there was a lot of great responses from you guys comment wise. I'm very appreciative of everything, the good energy that people sent my way. Like, thank you for that. I really do appreciate you guys. Like, it it definitely it helps put things into perspective whenever you're just kind of feeling a little bit off and down, if you will, I guess, and people just kind of pick you up. It means a lot, and sometimes it's easy to forget online like what you're building, like as you're in the process of doing it and seeing that like those kind of responses. It kind of just reminds me of why I'm doing what I'm doing here, and I just wanted to say thank you for that. But on top of that, I recently, like past few days, I've been trying to do things in my life that would give me energy, if that makes any sense. And I'll talk about the different things that I've been doing for me personally. But it's like sometimes you get caught up in routines in life, and I've definitely been like that for a very long time in a lot of different ways, especially I don't know if this is an athlete thing, but growing up playing hockey, I would be very particular and I would stick to my routines in terms of like how I trained and practiced and everything and my games and stuff like that. You get very a lot of people, at least a lot of athletes, I think, get very particular with how they do things. And that applied both to my life and with hockey, but also just my personal life and how I did things in terms of my routines on a day to day basis. And it's like, it's weird. It can be efficient, it can get results, but sometimes it can kind of deplete you. At least for me personally, maybe it's different for other people, but sometimes that routine kind of makes whatever it is you're doing feel a little bit tedious and maybe you don't appreciate it as much. Like, for example, with hockey, years later now that I just play for fun, whatever, like anytime that I go and play, I appreciate it so much more than I did when I was a kid trying to hopefully go pro or something, whatever, and taking the training and everything seriously. Like I didn't enjoy it as much as a kid as I do now whenever I go play. And sometimes I kind of like that kind of comes into different things that I do in my day-to-day life as well. And for example, what I'm doing here on YouTube, like when you do something consistently, you kind of there's routines that you build up. At least for me, I don't. Maybe people are different, but with how I was doing things on the channel, I had a routine, I had an approach, and I just kind of you get used to it, right? And I think this can happen with anything in life. You just build up routines, you keep doing the same things, and there's just a part of you that's like, can't we do something a little bit different? Can't we change up the vibe, something? I feel like it's almost human nature in a sense. We kind of want to change it up, mix something up, because even some people be like, we're creatures of habit, but sometimes I feel as though, in a sense, maybe we are, but in another sense, we also kind of crave that different, something new, something fresh. And uh, in past couple of days, I started revisiting some other creative projects just for myself, like for no other reason other than I just felt like doing it. And I mentioned the hockey stuff, and I actually had a hockey channel before I started this channel, so I was like, I'm just gonna go and make some hockey videos. Whatever. I haven't done it in a long time. I hadn't done it in like 4 months. Basically, the entire time that I've been here making videos on this channel, I kind of ditched the hockey thing, and I was like, what? Just go make some video. Who cares? However it doesn't matter. Like, just do it because you feel like doing it. And I've been having so much fun with it. Like, just talking about something that I really enjoy. It's something that it's been it was part of my childhood. It's part of my adulthood, and I really like. I love hockey. I love it. I'm a total nerd about it, and it's like, why not? Just have fun, kind of change up your routine a little bit, do something different. And another, in kind of the same light, I'm also really interested in trading and stocks and crypto, and I love charts. I don't know why. I love looking at charts, trying to understand them, patterns and stuff like that. I'm really interested in it. I don't know why, but I kind of took a break from trading and whatever. I was trying to save money in past year, so I kind of stepped away from it. And I don't know. I was kind of feeling this way about it in the past, like, I don't know, week or two. I was like, why not maybe just put a little money in and just kind of start practicing trading again, trying to understand it, read about it, and I like to write about it too. I write about it online, and it's just another personal project that, like, I don't expect anything from, but I like to do it for my own sake. And these two things, and there's some other things that I'll talk about in the rest of the video that's been giving me some energy, but just doing these two things like completely changed my perspective on creating and just appreciating what I'm doing here even more. Like, coming back, I feel uh, I don't even know, I don't want to just say much better, but because I feel like that's not doing it justice. I You really feel an energy shift. Like, that's why, like, it's hard for me to explain, but you feel charged up in a sense, I guess. The coming back, you're like, oh, like, it's kind of like reminding me, like, the energy that I started this channel with and I started this project with. And I'm talking about YouTube stuff and whatever and stuff that I write about online, but this I feel like this can be applied to a lot of things in life. Like, sometimes, you started a venture, maybe you're working towards something and you're trying to, I don't know, maybe you're working a job currently and you have a business on the side, and maybe that business isn't going so well at the moment, and you're struggling, and but you've been putting a lot of energy and effort into it, and it's just not giving you the type of return that you're hoping for, and it's a struggle, and problems come up, and you ask yourself, like, why am I doing it? And then I feel like sometimes you just need a little bit of that reset, that energy reset, go do something else, like, get your mind off of it, get away from it for a little bit. And when you come back, you just remember, oh yeah, that's why I really wanted to do this thing. That's what got me on this path in the first place. And it sounds simple, and honestly, I think in a sense it kind of is, but I'll be completely honest with you guys. Like, there's times that I forget to give myself this energy reset and to take a step back, because there's a part of me that's very ambitious, that really wants to succeed at whatever it is that I'm doing. And sometimes it kind of, that ambition leads to a bit of obsession in a sense, and it makes you kind of forget to take, take some breaks, relax, reset, because you can't just be on all the time, going hard, whatever it is you're doing. And obviously it's a good energy to have. Like, you're excited, you're ambitious, you want to do well, but sometimes you can kind of burn yourself out a little bit. And I've burned myself out on a lot of projects, a lot of things that I've tried to do in my life, that I feel as though if I did stuff like this more, where I just took some time to relax and reset, I would be way better off. And another thing that I did over the weekend, I had a chance to go. If you've been watching me for a little bit, you probably heard me talk about New York. I'm born and raised in Queens, New York, but I ended up moving out a few years ago, and my fiance is from New York as well. And sometimes we like to just go back and visit whenever we can if we have time. We're not too far away. It's a little bit of a trip, but we like to just go back and just pick up the energy from New York. I don't know how else to explain it, but it's like, maybe it's not for, not for everybody. Some people can't wait to get out of their hometown, but there's still a part of me that loves New York so much, especially like Queens, like that. There's different parts of New York. People would be like, "Oh my God," it's not the best part of New York. There's definitely there's good parts of New York and bad parts of New York, but I lived in a really really nice area, and I enjoyed it. It was a really special time in my life being there, and I when I was there, I didn't really appreciate it as much as I should have. And now, being somewhere that's not as nice, it's, it's def- it's definitely not as nice as where I grew up. But just getting the chance to, like, go back for a day, just to see it, to be around the energy and just absorb it, for what it is. Maybe we can't live there right now, her and I, and we want to get back, but unfortunately New York's a bit pricey, you know what I'm saying? Like, New York's it's not an easy place to live in 2025. It's pretty expensive. But hopefully, God willing, we'll get the chance to go back, cuz that's something that I'd like to do. But sorry, I don't mean to go on too much of an aside here. Um, but just getting back there and then spending the day with her, getting some nice food to eat. Had some really good Thai food. We got a spot there that we love. Like just getting away from the routine. It really it doesn't take much. Like it doesn't take much to reset your energy. And again, I'm saying this to you guys to just kind of like to remind myself because I forget. Like I forget all the time. I'm stupid. Don't be like me. Like if there's things in your life that like whatever it is that gives you energy, go and do more of it because it'll help in whatever it is that you're doing. If you're feeling like life is kicking your ass right now and it feels like life is just kind of knocking you down and kind of just like your energy's blocked and you feel like crap and you're like, I don't know, like the routine's killing me. Whatever it is, just go do things that you like to do as much as you can. Because it could just be that little thing, whatever it is. Go do that creative project, even if the project isn't working out. Like I'm telling the two things that I was telling you guys about, like it's nowhere near the level that this channel has gotten to. Like it's not even in the same I don't stratosphere. Like it's not close. Like I'm struggling on with those two, but I'm just enjoying it. I just like to do it, and that's the only reason that I'm doing. And sometimes again, like I forget with this channel that that's really the reason that I started here was because I like talking about stuff like this. I like sharing my thoughts. I like sharing my energy. I like seeing what people are thinking about things. I like having good conversations, and I love playing video games. So why not combine the two things and do them? But sometimes it's like once you get into that routine and you see things start to change, sometimes you forget about again the reason that you started and you kind of lose touch with that initial energy. And some people would hear that and be like, oh, how could you ever get like that? Why? And mind you, the whole time that I've been working on this channel, because I've done stuff like this before, I've been trying as hard as possible to not to avoid that pattern and to just enjoy it the whole way through. But I'll admit when my human side kicks in and when my stupid ego kicks in and I'm like, "Oh, well, I want to do better. I want the channel to do this and to do that." And it kind of again it takes you away from that energy from why you started. And it's a lot of people will say, stay grounded, and it's much easier to say that than to practice it. And this is me trying to practice that and just have an open conversation. I mean, I kind of started with the last video and just saying, hey, I'm not feeling too good right now. I just wanted to talk about it because that was really how I was feeling. And now I'm feeling a little bit better and I wanted to tell you guys why. And this is the type of energy that I'm trying to stay on. Just that grounded kind of flow, whatever. And hopefully you guys can take some advice from the things that I talked about here today and apply it to your own life because any of you can do something that makes you happy. And that's really what I've been trying to do more than anything. Just recharge the soul, recharge the batteries to just make the day to day better, to make my whatever I'm working on better, all of it. And another last thing, I two things actually. I haven't actually stepped on the ice and played hockey in quite a while, and I'm definitely I got to stop postponing that. I'm planning to get back on the ice soon because I think that's going to help with more of this energy. I don't know why I've been putting it off for so long. Rinks are really far from where I live now, and it kind of sucks. It's like where I used to live, there were rinks in like every direction, like 10 minutes away, 20 minutes, 30 minutes away. Now, closest rink to me is like an hour something away, and I'm just like, I don't want to drive it out, but I'm going to move past that and do my best to get on the ice. And another thing in that kind of area, I guess, is I like to box too, and it's kind of a nice way to just I don't know. Sometimes like that physical like doing something different. It kind of falls into the routine too because I've been very routine in terms of how I work out for a very long time, and I don't really have a problem with discipline. Like I always get myself to work out to do it. Like it's never been a problem for me, but it's more so like you get bored of the routine. I get bored of the routine at least. So I haven't boxed in a while, and I'm definitely gonna go and do that. Got to a bag at the gym that I go to, and I'm going to take my gloves and just use the bag a little bit, do something a little bit different, change up the energy. And again, this can apply to anything. It can apply to passion projects. It can apply to how you're training physically. It can apply to spiritual practices, whatever. Like there's like honestly, even literally with spiritual practices. Like I remember when I first turned to Orthodox Christianity, and I've talked a little bit about the fact that like I don't really know where I stand in terms of faith and religion. I'm still trying to figure it out. But when I was practicing Orthodox Christianity, they give you a book of prayers, and you say the prayers every morning, every night, and it's routine. It's routine, and sometimes you forget. Just talk to God, like just speak the way that you want to talk to God, and stop, because when you're a routine, you're robotic. Like that's not at least to me, this is my personal opinion. You could say those prayers if you want, it's fine, but to not like just talk from the soul, it's like well that to me doesn't seem like you're very connected to God. It just kind of seems like you're programming yourself to just do these things and that's it. And I don't know, we get routine with a lot of stuff in life, and I don't think a lot of people realize. I know, kind of all over the place, but in terms of what I've been talking about, but it's really, the theme is routine can find you anywhere in life, and it's not always the healthiest thing. It's not something that you should like. Again, it can be good in some senses. It can get you results in some senses, but sometimes it's all right to mix it up. Go do something different, and your energy, your soul will thank you for it. Your mind will thank, your body will thank you for it. You'll feel that you'll feel better. And literally, if you don't believe me, listen to this video and listen to the last video that I made and compare them side by side. And if I don't sound different right now, I know I sound different. I know I sound a lot better. And it's because of these things that I mentioned. It's simple. People might like, is it really that? Sometimes it is. Sometimes you might have to go deeper. Sometimes it, everybody's different. Everybody's different, but I just wanted to try to give out a solution that maybe can help you, and whatever your happy place is. If you don't have sometimes, people don't have the means to go travel for a long time, like whatever, like me and my fiance, like we can't just go and stay, for a while, like at hotel prices are nuts. So what if we ever want to go on a day trip, whatever, like, yeah, let's just go. We don't gotta pay for a hotel, like just drive over there, hang out, and come back home. That's it. Like there's compromises that you can make. There's things that you can do. You just got to figure out what really gives you energy, and figure out the ways that you can go and do those things that give you more energy, and the rest will take care of itself. And you'll feel better for it. At least I think. But anyway, I think that's enough rambling for now. Thank you guys for listening. I hope this video helps, and I will see you again soon.